Hey guys, it's Midnight Raven. How are we all doing today? So I thought I'd just come on for a little tiny bit. I've been watching Eli while I've been off because, what other content is there that's just enough to put you to sleep to watch while I've been off work, obviously. But well, I mean, what can I say, Eli? Eli. Damn. People aren't liking you right now, are they? You've had some doozies. And I mean doopies, dookies, doozies, shit streams. Let's put it like that. Honest to God. Let's start with just a basic overview of the last couple of days. Talking about your girlfriend's constipation. I'm sorry, I don't. No offense, Dawn, but holy. If you have to talk about your girlfriend's constipation on a stream, have we hit the bottom of the run where you're lacking content? Just lacking content at that point. Just like brain fog content of like, fuck me, I'm out of topics. Let's talk about my girlfriend shitting. Yep, never come on here and said, cool, you know what? I found a constipation. No. Jesus Christ, no, Eli. The zoo poop days are over. We need to move on. Okay, zoo poop has left the building. Okay. Then you wanted to go on and on and on and on and on and on about fucking millennials and modern day women, how they're too masculine, not feminine. Is it feminine to drink out of a goblet? Is that masculine or feminine? Because we're doing this. Throat's a little sore today. Feeling a little bit peaky. But yeah, you were going on and on and on about how women want to be in the workplace and they don't want to sit at home and have babies and put their feet up. And you know why? You've never had kids yourself. Now, I don't want to like shit on my children, but parenthood can sometimes be boring. It's the same kind of routine day in, day out, day in, day out. It's a bit monotonous after a while of like boredom. And if you are a parent or a mum that wants to go to work 2-3 days a week and break up your week from kids to work to kids to work, I don't see the harm in it. I used to work 2-3 days in a row, then be home with the kids, then work a couple of days, then be home with the kids. And it worked. They got to see me, but I also got to provide an income. I also got to socialize with people in the workplace and speak to other people rather than spending all day with your children, which if you spend every waking day with your child, the conversation can only be as interesting as a child's conversation. You can't have a conversation of the movie you watched the other night that brutally had people slashed and chopped up. You need interaction still with an adult. You could talk to your partner, but most of the time, either one or both of you are at work. And it is nice to have that go between of like work colleagues, home life, partner life, and have a bit of an all-rounder. And for you to just be like, well, women should be at home and men don't like women that earn more money than them. Well, I've always earned more money than any man I've dated. I've always been the breadwinner. In every relationship, I have always made the most money. Is that being too masculine? No, I would say it's being too good at my job, if that's what you want to say. I put it as being too good at my job. If I made more than my partner, he needs to step up and work harder. That just means that I've put a lot of time and effort into my career and my work, but then I've also put time and effort into my children because they've gone on, as you all know, my son's gone on to get a fairly good, impressive job with a hefty pay packet. And that is because I installed the fact of going to work is good. Now, he has a girlfriend, as you well know, Katie, and they have a child called Willow. And Willow's mum, Katie, is actually going back to work in a couple of weeks. She's going to be at work a couple of days and at home a couple of days. That way she can also bring in some money, has some time with her colleagues to hang out and chat, and then spend time with the kid in the evening and break up her day. The kid will go see its grandparents and hang out with its nans and that, and get to socialize more than just with its mum and dad. And I think that's healthy. I always taught my kids to multitask. You do not have to be a stay-at-home mum indefinitely. In this day and age, you do have the choice of being able to go out to work, to go out to have an income of your own money. Because I don't know about you, but it is kind of nice having your own money. You don't want to always turn around to your partner, can I have this? Can I have that? A lot of couples nowadays don't have joint accounts. They do like to have their own income, their own money, and their own say-so on how they spend it. And I think that's perfectly fine. Um, he did go on and on and on about women leaving it too late to have children, and then, their ticky-tocky clock is going. There are women in their 50s giving birth to children. 40s, 50s, 60s. I had 3 children very, very young, and I've also managed to have kids and a career. Had I have done it the opposite way round and done my career first, would I probably still have children? I might have. I might have more stayed on the career path, but it's how it's happened. But it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to have sacrifice one to have the other. I didn't sacrifice time on my kids to have a career, and I didn't sacrifice my career to have time with my kids. I found what they call a balance between home life and work life, and it works. Aside from that, this whole thing of, women being in the workplace, men being home, or vice versa being like a new age thing. There have been men that have wanted to stay at home, and they are so berated and pushed of being, oh, you're a housewife. Why aren't you the breadwinner? Why aren't you making the money? Because maybe they wanted to give their wife a bit of independence. This whole give and take thing in a relationship should be for everything. Housework, bills, and even working. It's a give and take between a couple on who works and who doesn't. Maybe the man would be quite happy at home bringing up the kids. Women are forever saying their men don't put enough in time with the kids, and that's mostly because they're at work constantly. But then when a man stays at home and wants to be with the kids, suddenly he's letting the woman take over, he's a sissy. You can't win whatever you do. In this day and age, men and women will argue no matter what. There's always going to be one side of people that think men should go out to work, and one side that think women should go out to work, and another side think women should be at home, and the other side think men should be at home because they don't look after the kids well enough. And it's a minefield of conversation. So the next thing was you constantly going on about this poor woman, this lamb woman, berating her and going for her. I'm sorry, Eli, but every time you go after a YouTuber, it's just pure jealousy. She had money, she had an income, she had a big following, and it's everything you want. And it pains you to your fucking core that these women, supposedly all pretty women, can just get a man to open their wallets to these beta males. Do you have any idea how much effort it takes to get a beta male to open his wallet? People don't just throw money at people nowadays. This isn't, like they're sitting there with their little readies, come on, girl. Women work hard for the money they get. And if these so-called beta males sit at home, find the woman attractive, and want to throw her $1 each month, the only problem I can see there is it's not going to you, Eli. Jealousy and the green-eyed monster has reared its ugly head again, where another woman, same as you said about the Filipina P, another woman had made money, had made a business for herself, had made an empire, and you were just seething at how easy it is for a woman to put the time and effort into making something, and you strive and get to nowhere. Isn't that right, Eli, huh? So, how's your memberships going, Eli? How they going? Do you have your 50 members only? I have to say, and I'm going to be blunt, the members only thing isn't working, Eli. I'm sorry, but if you want members only chat, you need to have actual people in your chat. Sorry, I had to think there of the word because I couldn't think of something so damning to say about your chat with the fact that Nightbot, AZ Prod, and not even your own girlfriend is typing. What happened to Dawn? She too sick she can't type? Even when she's on the toilet with her so-called constipation, the woman can type in the chat. And for the love of God, stop phoning him when he's live. How unprofessional is it for you to phone your man during a stream when it's live? If it's an emergency, send a text in the chat saying, look, something's happened. Stop phoning him. You cut his stream off and people get tired of it. No one wants a stream that keeps cutting in and out and in and out and in and out constantly because it just pisses people off. Because then he'll want a sound check and he'll want this and you just lose the will to live. So the fact that you got these memberships and you're now still not even bringing content out, you pushed and pushed the memberships to bring content out, and then you're not even doing membership streams or anything. You keep pushing it back, saying, "Oh, you're going to get some content soon. You're going to get some content soon." The idea of a membership is to give people something. You promised you were going to do more member streams. Apparently, on your main channel, you're now going to do more content. For somebody that doesn't have a job, you amazingly have so many errands and so much free fucking time to do stuff. But you can only manage a walk once a day, but you can't manage to do YouTube shorts or a YouTube premiere, which is like 10 minutes. How do you find time to do a full business, to give people life coaching and personal coaching if you can't find the time to be at a stream on time, to do any content, because you constantly got Dawn or appointments or family? How are you going to rectify that for when you actually have clients? God forgive somebody actually takes you on as a person of interest. How are you going to find the time if you can't find the time to live stream and to make videos to actually give people your dedicated time that they're paying for? That's interesting, isn't it? If you can't make time for a stream, how are you going to do a one-on-one chat, a one-on-one text, a one-on-one email? You don't have time to make them. And if people are paying for your services, you have to be on time. You have to give a shit. It comes legally binding where people pay you. You're meant to give a fuck about them, Eli. That's why people get memberships. It's a two-way stream. They care about you and you care about them. The people that have memberships on my channel give a crap. I give them content and they pay. If you are actually getting clients from this, which I doubt anybody's actually paying you to give them advice, they're just paying to laugh at you. These live streams you do with your girlfriend are just laughable. We're just sitting, watching, and laughing our fucking asses off, Eli. You are cringe-worthy content, and your girlfriend is pretty much the same. You are cringe fest, like overly predictable cringe. Everything you say or do to get a laugh, it falls on like deaf ears because it's just... So, moving on to the man of the hour, Mr. Pedro, who actually has been in my chat before. Mr. Pedro, hi. You've gone back to Pedro again. This need for validation from Pedro and the attention is crazy. The fluff and nutter content, you literally did an entire stream talking about drama on Drama Detox for 5 days. But you were talking about content you've already talked about, stories you'd already done, and even the stream I've just watched, which I believe was last night, was talking about Pedro again and Fluff and Nutter content. And you've done maybe 10 videos on Fluff and Nutter content. It's been overdone, Eli. Move on to a different topic. Find a new scapegoat. Find someone else to try and bully and harass into being your friend. Because you're running out of people, Eli. The gig economy don't want you. Lycan Legion didn't want you. Creator Community didn't want you. Reborn Dolls didn't want you. Nobody wants you, Eli, because you're a bully. You basically harass people every time you do a video saying, oh, it's just for example purposes. Well, mine's for example purposes. The examples of how not to be a YouTuber, how not to be a life coach, and how not to be a decent human being. Because the content you're still giving out is just fluff and utter content. It's regurgitated stories that we've heard time and time again. And it's not because you've got new people in your chat, because your chat is still fucking empty, Eli. AZ Prod is the only one fucking peeking up your fucking chat. And even then, he fucks off halfway through because you can see when people come and go. And at some point, you are talking to yourself for at least half hour to 45 minutes of every stream you do. There is no one listening to you. And to have 8K followers and no one in your chat, we know you bought subs, Eli. We know you're trying to get to 10K to be like, oh, I'm so amazing. But people are going to know you bought the subs when they come in the chat and people say, oh, why is only 2 people talking? Are the other 9,990, 8 people busy? So I may not have a big channel. I have over 3K followers, but I have people in my chat. I have people commenting. I have people fucking watching. I have people. I don't sit here and lie about what I have. And, if I do a live stream and there's 10 people in there, I'm grateful. I don't need 10 members. I don't need 10,000 subscribers. I'm quite happy with how I am and where I am because I'm actually growing. Currently, I think I've got 750,000 views. Now, that to me is huge. Do I need 1 million? Would be nice. I will probably get there at some point. But am I pushing myself to get 1 million? No. Should I be? Probably. But it's not my goal. This is fun. If you want to call it a business, Eli, the thing with a business is you need clients and money. And you're not getting much money because no one's donating anymore. The people that used to donate have flown the coop. The memberships are dying off because you're not actually putting out content for them to be worthy of paying for. So I don't get your whole business plan. Where's this business plan going? If you had any sense, you'd open up your chat, let the trolls in, let them run wild, and have an audience. Build the algorithm with the audience. Get your name out there to other people, even if it's bad. There is no publicity better than bad publicity. That's always been true. Drama content, bad publicity, rumor mills, they work. They make money. They always have done. Anything else about Eli? Trying to think what else you've done that's pissed me off. You're just a very narrow-minded human being. Going at women, going at millennials. Crucifying millennials and women. Two things that you should aspire to. You should aspire to have women in your chat. Women are very easy, as you called it, manipulated, coerced. I mean, they should be opening their pockets to you, right? Even the thirsty beta males aren't stooping to that level to give you money. What does that tell you? So if you want to like and subscribe, give us a big thumbs up. Sorry about this. I just thought I'd do a little rant at Eli. I'm just tired of watching his content and hearing the same regurgitated fucking fluffer nutter content. It's just the same shit every fucking day and nothing changes. Fluffer nutter content is Eli's channel. He's a drama fluffer nutter channel through and through. If you want to support me, a decent, hardworking person that puts at least 5 videos out a day, every single day, and has done for about the last 6 years, give it a big thumbs up. Support the channel with a PayPal. That would be the best way. That way YouTube don't take 30%, although you can donate by Super Chat. Become a member as well. I actually do have members playlists, and I actually do give content. If you want to ask me anything else about Eli, whether I hate him and anything else, you can comment in the chat. And I'll see you very soon. I love you all. Bye, guys. Oh, I forgot. Fuck you, Elon. Bye, guys.